Welcome to English, Please, the podcast where we explore captivating topics in under 10 minutes in clear, intermediate English. I'm your host, Christopher. I live and work in New York City, and I'm a language enthusiast who has always been interested in the best ways to learn a new language. Thanks for listening. As I mentioned in the last episode, the show is growing and I'm thrilled to continue to produce new episodes. If you would like to support the show, I've set up a link for a virtual coffee to help with hosting and production costs. It's easy, cheap, and of course it's completely optional. You can find the link in the show notes, or you can visit comullen.com/pod. And thank you again for being a part of this show. I couldn't do it without you. Oh, one last thing before we start. I'm going to begin sending occasional newsletters with some English tools and content to assist you on your journey to fluency. This won't be often, but hopefully enough to help. If you're interested, you can sign up in the show notes. Although the title of this episode is Billionaire's Row in New York City, I should begin by saying I am definitely not a billionaire. I do, however, spend a lot of time in Midtown Manhattan, around a part of 57th Street that's called Billionaire's Row. This area has become a symbol of extreme wealth and ambitious architecture. This exclusive neighborhood, which is located on 57th Street, between Park Avenue and 7th Avenue, is home to some of the world's tallest and most expensive residential buildings. Sure, most of the people you see are normal New Yorkers and tourists, visiting restaurants, exploring museums, going to shows, or passing through on the way to Central Park. But if you look up, you'll see where some of the richest people in New York City live. The story of Billionaire's Row begins in the early 20th century, when the wealthy elite built grand mansions along Fifth Avenue, showing off their status and wealth. However, as the city grew and land became more valuable, many of the mansions closer to Midtown were replaced by towering skyscrapers. In the 1960s, the construction of the first super tall building in New York City, One World Trade Center, marked a turning point. You might remember the name of this building because it was one of the twin towers that fell after the attacks on 9/11. Developers began to understand the potential of building taller and more luxurious residential buildings, in addition to these types of tall buildings for offices. The trend accelerated in the 21st century with a wave of new super tall skyscrapers along 57th Street. The term super tall refers to a building that is at least 984 feet tall, or 300 meters. Billionaire's Row is home to several super tall residential buildings, each with its own unique characteristics and luxurious offerings. First, Central Park Tower. This building, as of now, is the tallest residential building in the world, at 1,550 feet tall, or 472 meters. Central Park Tower offers breathtaking 360-degree views of Central Park, the Hudson and East Rivers, and the entire New York City skyline. Designed by Adrian Smith and Gordon Gill Architecture, this elegant and dazzling skyscraper has a 50,000 square foot luxury club, about 4,600 square meters, for residents, with a massive saltwater pool, a private park, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a Michelin star restaurant on the 100th floor. Next is 432 Park Avenue. This slender 1,396-foot tower, that's 425 meters, was designed by Raphael Vignoli and is known for its distinctive rectangular design and luxurious apartments. To me, this building looks almost like a pencil. It's incredibly tall, but also quite thin. The unique shape and height have made it a little controversial for its place in the New York skyline. Some critics have argued that it is too tall and out of scale with the surrounding buildings on Park Avenue. 220 Central Park South is another super tall residential building on Billionaire's Row. This tower is 1,396 feet, or 425 meters, tall, and was designed by Robert A. M. Stern Architects. It features a striking limestone and glass facade and a collection of ultra-luxury residences. In fact, this building is home to the most expensive apartment ever sold in New York City. A penthouse that sold for $238 million in 2019. Can you imagine? Another building, and my favorite, is at 111 West 57th Street, called the Steinway Tower. This tower is 1,428 feet, or 435 meters, and is one of the tallest residential buildings in the world. Its distinctive curved facade is a bold addition to the New York City skyline. It's also among the thinnest skyscrapers ever built. The building's name comes from Steinway Hall, which once stood on the site. Steinway & Sons, the world-renowned piano manufacturer, was founded in New York City in 1853 and has a long history of innovation and craftsmanship. The curved facade of the Steinway Tower is a tribute to the company's legacy, and it symbolizes the fluid and elegant lines of a grand piano. The last building I'll talk about here isn't a super tall building, but it still has a place on Billionaire's Row. And that building is the Aman, New York. This is a luxurious hotel condo complex at the intersection of 57th Street and 5th Avenue. Aman is an international luxury hotel brand, but this one stands out for its elegant design and exclusive amenities. While the building houses 83 hotel rooms, it also has 22 private residences, and some of these have sold for over $100 million. As the name suggests, Billionaire's Row is home to some of the world's wealthiest people. Residents include sports figures, celebrities, and international business leaders. If you're in New York, you will probably walk along 57th Street during your visit. When you do, make sure to look up. Billionaire's Row is a fascinating and ever-evolving neighborhood that represents the pinnacle of luxury living. Whenever I travel to or from the airport, or leave Manhattan, it's difficult to look toward the city without seeing these enormous buildings towering over the skyline. As the city continues to grow and develop, it will be interesting to see what new heights Billionaire's Row will reach in the future. I hope you were able to understand most of the content in this episode. As always, there's a transcript available to help you with your understanding. You can find the link in the episode notes. Try to listen again with the transcript to help with anything that wasn't clear. And if you are able to support the show with a virtual coffee, you can find the link for that and more at comullen.com/pod. Again, I'm Christopher, and I want to invite you to join me in future episodes of English Please to hear about a variety of topics, all focused on helping you with your English. Subscribe now wherever you listen, and let's embark on an adventure together in clear, understandable English. As always, thanks for listening and for your support. See you soon.